Good morning, all of you. In the previous lecture, we have studied digestion or in which photosynthesis was completed. Today, we will study digestion in amoeba. That how does digestion takes place in the case of amoeba. You can see on your screen a diagram of digestion in amoeba is given. In this, the first or we can divide it into main 5 steps. Step 1 is okay, now it's visible. Yes, wait. Step 1. So step 1 is ingestion. Step 1 is ingestion. It means intake of food. Taking in food is known as ingestion. Second one is digestion, in which the food is digested with the help of various enzymes. Okay. Then third one is absorption. What happens in absorption? In absorption, the food is digested in simpler form and then it is absorbed from there. Such as in the case of human being, it is absorbed by the small intestine. What happens in next case? It is assimilation, in which food is distributed to other parts, and the last one is egestion, the waste food material. It is the waste food material. It is egested from the body. Clear? So it was all about digestion only. That ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. The first step is ingestion. First of all, this is amoeba. Structure of amoeba: nucleus. So it is a protozoan. You might have heard this name. It is a member of group protozoa. The food which it eat is planktons. The food which it eat is known as planktons. So planktons are the minute or microscopic organism present in the water. So in water there are plant also as well as animals also. The plant which are present in it are called phytoplankton. Phytoplankton, and the animal which are present in it are called zooplankton. Okay, so it is the food of amoeba, phyto and zooplankton. Then what happened? Then in the case as food is near to it, it will form pseudopodia. When it will sense that it has food around or near it, at that side only pseudopodia will be formed. Pseudo means fall, podia means leg. Podia means leg. It is a false leg or false feet, which helps in ingestion as well as locomotion. Then we have the case of digestion. What happens here? That this particular food particle is eaten by amoeba inside a food vacuole. This is known as food vacuole. This vacuole term you have studied in class 10th. Oh, sorry, in class 9th. Then food is ingested. Ingestion is completed here. Then digestion. Then what happens? At this place, various enzymes, they used to attack or they used to digest the food eaten up by amoeba. So this was digestion. Then our next step is absorption. What happens here? In this case, the food which was digested, which was converted from complex to simple form, it is now converted in simple form, and in simpler form it is absorbed by the organism. Such as in the case of human being, it is absorbed by human body or in the intestine. Then what happens after absorption? Assimilation takes place. It is a process in which food is dispersed in the body, and at last the waste material which is not absorbed by the body or which a body cannot absorb, this part is egested. This is the waste part of the body. Okay, so this was all about digestion in amoeba. Do practice this diagram, beta. Okay. Our next topic is human digestive system. So human digestive system, it includes or it starts from mouth and ends at anus. This is the starting point. This is the end point. It is known as alimentary canal. Written here, it is known as alimentary canal. Alimentary. So its main parts are written here. The first one is in the starting only. It's written that this part is this one. It is known as nasal chamber. Okay, this whole part, this is mouth, and this structure, this cavity is known as buccal cavity. This cavity is known as buccal cavity. Then this is pharynx. So pharynx is a structure where nasal chamber and buccal cavity meet. It is a structure where nasal chamber and buccal cavity meet. See here, this one is nasal chamber. This one is buccal cavity. So where they meet, it is known as pharynx. Below pharynx there is an oesophagus. Then this one is liver. This is liver. This black structure. Then this red structure is gallbladder. This is stomach. Then here pancreas. Then we have a small intestine. Starting from this point, it is known as from here till this whole black portion which is running this way, it is known as a small intestine. Then this whole part is known as large intestine, made from red color. This is large intestine, and this is known as vermiform appendix. It is known as vermiform appendix. So a small intestine has three parts. You can learn it by DJI. This is duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. DJI. Then here in large intestine there are three parts. They are cecum, colon, rectum. See, the part starting from this way till this, it is duodenum. Then this whole structure is known as jejunum, and this last part which is running here, it is known as ileum. Jejunum is the largest part of small intestine. Then this part is known as cecum. Its first part is cecum, in which small intestine opens and vermiform appendix is present. This is known as cecum. Then this whole part, this one is known as colon, and last one is rectum. And this is rectum of large intestine, and in the end we have anus. So this was a general intro about human alimentary canal. So we will discuss it one by one, that what are the main parts of human alimentary canal. So this is the first part of our alimentary canal, that is mouth. Okay. So this is buccal cavity. Inside buccal cavity there are three pairs of salivary gland. Many times question has been asked regarding this, that how many pairs are salivary glands are there. So there are three pairs of salivary gland in buccal cavity. Then next we have here what does salivary gland give? Salivary gland gives saliva. What does saliva do? Saliva has an enzyme, and it also has antibacterial property. It has antibacterial property. It means that it can fight against infections. You might have noticed that if you are having any ulcer or any wound in your mouth, then what happens? It cures very easily or in very less time. So it is antibacterial, which is saliva. It has an enzyme. The name of enzyme is ptyalin or salivary amylase. What is the name of enzyme? Salivary amylase or ptyalin. Okay. So it was about salivary gland. There are three pair of salivary gland inside human buccal cavity, or inside human mouth. There are three pairs of salivary gland: antibacterial and ptyalin or salivary amylase. What does this do? It helps in digestion of starch. it helps in digestion of starch. Wait, it helps in digestion of starch. Okay, now we will discuss this topic, that is dentition, type of teeth in human being. So there are mainly 4 type of teeth. The first two, if we open the whole jaw like this, okay, jaw is like this, we are opening like this. So this is the upper jaw, this is lower jaw. In upper jaw, half part we are seeing here, 2 1 2 3. 2 1 2 3 is known as dental formula. So what does this 2 mean? It means there are 2 incisors in it. There are 2 incisors in it, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molars. Okay, so what is the function of incisor? Incisor, it is meant for cutting, such as if we have to cut the chocolates, or if we have to eat chocolates, then we will use this point, not this point or this point. Okay, and if we have to cut something such as sugar cane, or we are eating non-veg, then we have to use our canine. It is a basic we can say it is a basic requirement of carnivore, by which an organism can chew, or it can predate. So this is canine. Then these 2 are premolars and 3 are molars. These both premolar and molar helps in chewing of food or grinding of food. This is a special teeth. The last one, it is known as wisdom teeth. The last molar is known as wisdom teeth, which we can say which comes out during approximately 21 years of age. Okay, so we have completed alimentary canal's first part, that is mouth and teeth. Okay, last topic for today is glottis and epiglottis. By studying this topic, we will be able to answer that this is a common passage. Okay, so how does food and air, or water and air, they used to go at their different path? So what is this is here, this is called nasal pharynx, this is called nasal chamber, this is called buccal cavity. Air enters from nasal chamber or mouth, then reaches here, then it goes this way, it changes its path, it goes this way. Whereas the food which we eat from buccal cavity, from mouth, it goes in this way. So how does our body or this region manages it? So this pharynx region, you know that this is oesophagus, this is trachea, this is trachea, this part, this red part is trachea, and this is oesophagus, this tube or food pipe, oesophagus. So what happens here, at the point of meeting of trachea and oesophagus, there is an opening called glottis. This opening is called glottis, and there is a flap or lid like structure which used to close. So such, for example, we are taking the example of door. The space for the door is called glottis, and the door itself is epiglottis. If door is closed, such as when food is coming, then what will happen? This chamber will be closed. When food is coming, this chamber will be closed. Food will go this way and then straight way in the alimentary canal. And when food is not coming, when air is coming, then what will happen? This structure will turn this way. If this is this turns in this way, what will happen? Wait. If this structure is in this way, okay, then what will happen? Air will come from this or this part. Air will come from this part or this part. Then straight way it will go here. Clear? So the opening is called glottis, and the structure which is guiding air as well as air, water and food, it is known as epiglottis. This is a lid-like structure. So this was all about today. In the next lecture, we will deal with its further parts. Thank you.